Seeds, I've always wanted to go skydiving, and I figured now is the best time to go. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be a good time? Hey, Seeds, I think that's our cue. We gotta go now. Hey, don't worry. I'll hold you the whole way down, okay? We'll both fall in together. We'll be fine. Okay, going in 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Oh, that was close. Oh, almost hit that tree. Huh. You okay, Seeds? Yeah, let's maybe not do that, again. At least for a while. Whew. Okay. Gotta get my composure, gotta calm down. We could do this, okay. And let's go. Hello everyone, this is Chris, and welcome back to another Seed Showcase. Now for many seeds, despite there being many unique things in it, in some ways there's a lot of things that kind of become somewhat predictable. Like you can predict how certain worlds would generate and how other biomes would generate next to others and things like that. However, in certain cases, there are things which come unpredictable when it comes to certain generation, which is why today I have a seed which has one of the strangest outposts I have ever seen in a seed ever. And in case you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen a small sneak peek of it with this tweet right here, because it was so crazy to me that I just figured I had to show it on Twitter quickly. And seeing as it has over 170 likes, I guess you'd probably already seen what we're going at. A little help with Toy Cat replying to it, and also if you happen to see this on his channel, then you know where it came from. But yeah, even though I've already kind of teased it online, I figured I'd tease it here on YouTube too. So yeah, let's show it off right here with the seed, which is that right there. So you type in all those numbers right there, and yep, you spawn in right here, right where this diamond pillar is. I think it's easier marking things out with pillars rather than beacons, because beacons have a range. But yeah, you spawn on top of this tree next to this river, which is perfect in case you're skydiving like how we did today. And yeah, you spawn around this forest. Nothing too special near spawn except for one little thing, and right underneath where the plane is flying. You should come over to right here where this gold pillar is, and usually it's a little bit brighter than this, so if we chug a night vision quickly, you can see what it normally looks like. So yeah, you come over here because not too far from spawn, you will find yourself a spawner right here, which actually isn't too far from the surface. So yeah, you'll get your loot, your things like that. And if you want to get it normally without tunneling in right there, then all you have to do is you have to head around this way, I believe. Yeah, you just head down this cave right here, and you just head down around here, and you will find the spawner. I don't know what caused this. Maybe the turbulence in the plane might have caused this. Yeah, usually you'd get a more forest right here, but for some reason, I think the plane's cut it off a little bit. But yeah, this seed has much more than just the crazy tower thing, and I will show you that with this, because it also has some incredible stronghold generation. Because if you head over to right here, right where something good, oh, by a berry bush, if you head over here, you'll come across a village with also a blacksmith right here. So you get yourself some free loot and potentially some obsidian and loads of saddles like this. So some pretty good loot right here. But you also come across the stronghold. So if you head right here, right at these coordinates, right down here, you'll come across a 4 Eye of Ender stronghold portal. And again, we found some with slightly more than but to have 4 is something which is incredible. It's again not not as good as it could have been, but still really, really good. And if I'm honest, this stronghold was the incentive I had for looking across other things in the seed. If we head this way across some more spruce forests and things like that, and some mountains over there, you'll come across one of the craziest outposts I think I have ever seen on Bedrock Edition. Look at this thing. This is a tower if I've ever seen one before, and yeah, this is like crazy because this adds a whole new level of challenge into it. Because if you're gonna pillar up, then not only will you have to have the blocks to pillar up, but you're also going to have to dodge the crossbows from the pillagers and things like that. And if you just want to like maybe tunnel in, then what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to tunnel in through all this birch. Yes, this thing is entirely filled with birchwood, which is something which is so strange, and it kind of makes sense in some ways, but for something like this, for a giant tower like this, it's strange, it's crazy, and like generation like this on Bedrock Edition is something which I just absolutely love finding. And I guess it's probably because of this one landmark, but here's a crazy little thing with it. The outpost barely touched onto it. It's not even connected in some ways to it. So it barely tipped onto this like floating island, which presumably made it to generate all the way up here. So all around, this is a very strange and unique outpost, which I don't think I've ever seen before. And for some context, here's what a normal pillager outpost would look like, and it's, just a couple blocks up. Especially when you compare it to the craziness that is this one right here. And there's a few other notes on this seed, particularly with quite a few villages not too far from spawn, like this one right here. And I believe this is one of them with a blacksmith. I think a couple of them did, a couple of them didn't. I believe this one was one of them that did have one. So if we find it, never mind, this one does not have a blacksmith, but it does have pumpkins and wheat fields where you can get some starter foods like this, and carrot fields, sorry, where you can find some starter food and yeah, things like that. Heading to the west, you'll find a normal plains village right here with a church right here. You get some I believe potatoes. I keep thinking it's wheat, but it's not. But yeah, potatoes, more potatoes. I guess this is a potato village, and yeah, another church and more wheat. There you go, and yeah, you also get this plains village. This plains right around here, and with a lone tree right in the center with a bee's nest right here. So if you're looking to find bees, then here's the place to get them. But I guess if we're sticking to the theme of tall generation, then what you want to do is you want to head to these coordinates right here, where you find this massive mountains, massive for Bedrock Edition. And if we head our way up, we'll see that this leads right up to Y125. Oh, and in some places Y126, which is pretty close to the to as high as mountains could spawn on Bedrock Edition. But because Bedrock Edition has limits on how things can generate, I'm gonna count the trees in terms of how high things can generate. And here's the crazy thing: this one generates all the way up to Y140, which I believe is the highest peak of generation I have ever seen on Bedrock Edition. Which for things like this, on Java, it's not uncommon finding things at Y140, but for Bedrock, this is like a very just uncommon thing to find. Even if it was just a tree generation, I'm still gonna count it. And yeah, in terms of points of interest on the seed, that's pretty much all of them I could find as of right now. So let me know in the comments what other types of seeds you'd want to see in the future. And let me know if you like seeds like these, where we just find crazy generation things, or crazy whatever, or tall outposts, or things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you now. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.